Welcome to another edition of Grammy Pros Buzzin in New Orleans. And we're here at the Den at the Howlin' Wolf. And I'm very excited today to be with a legend, a staple in New Orleans, and Mr. Cyril Neville.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for being here with us today.
I'm glad to be invited.
I feel like I'm here with royalty in New Orleans.
Well, I'm from the first family of funk, the Neville family, but we just one of the musical families that this town produced. They got a whole bunch more.
But you guys are very well known.
Yeah.
Very well known. And Grammy winning artists out of New Orleans.
Well, yeah, we do have that.
So tell us what you won the Grammy for. Were you percussionist?
I sang and played percussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I know you're a poet, percussionist, songwriter, like you have so many talents as a musician. So primarily, what are you doing now with your band that you have today?
Well, actually right now I have two things going on. One is what I'm doing this weekend. Swamp Funk is the name of my band.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And
okay.
we're doing the Dome on the Coke stage from 7 to 7:30 Sunday.
Nice.
You know, and we also playing at the new BB Kings in town.
Okay.
We're playing there Saturday night, tomorrow night. And I have a record that just came out with another group and we're called Royal Southern Brotherhood. And the name of the record is The Royal Gospel. It came out on the 24th. And it's number one on like 2 or 3 on Sirius Radio, on the Roots radio charts and everything.
Well,
so it's doing pretty good.
On that.
Thank you.
So you still climbing the mountains, still hitting records.
Still trying to stay relevant.
So you were in a very legendary group, the Meters, with your brothers. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about how that journey was for you starting out.
Well, my brother Art was the one that started the group. And actually, in the beginning, he had to actually get our parents' permission. Zig, George, everybody. We were like 15, 16 years old when we first started. So you guys were all
teenagers.
Yeah. When we first started with the name of the band, then was Art Neville and the Neville Sounds. And later on, they became basically session musicians for Alan Toussaint. And from that, grew the Meters out of that, you know. I think it was off time in the studio, just cutting tracks. And somebody took a couple of tracks to New York. Somebody else heard it and put it out, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. That's
Yeah.
how it is. But you guys are legendary. So thank you for all that music you've given us. And it's so good to see you still making music. But you're also a songwriter, too.
Yeah, and that's kind of, you know, something I'm very thankful for, that I'm still able to do that. And this record that I'm talking about with Royal Southern Brotherhood is The Royal Gospel is the name of it, and that's basically a take on us talking about things that usually artists who are afraid to damage their career may not bother to say anything about, but then it's all wrapped in these really funkalicious grooves.
Okay.
So
is it gospel funk? Is that
No,
the
it's
lane?
basically straight up funk.
Okay.
You know, based in the blues, like everything else. But and you know, it's coming from New Orleans. You know, everything, you know, got that funky.
It's just a part of the culture out here.
Yes, it is. It's in the water. It's in the air.
It's in your blood, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Who have you not worked with yet that you would love to still work with and collaborate with or co-write with?
Oh wow, one of them just passed away, Prince. But you know, other than that,
what do you like about Prince? What about his artistry?
Everything, and especially his chutzpah. You know, I mean, he was more than just as far as an entertainer is concerned. You know, he was a really concerned human being about things that, you know,
about the
other
world. He was
artists
conscious.
were afraid to even speak about, you know, and you know, it's one of the main things I admired about him, you know, and how he didn't bother with boundaries. He set his own boundaries, you know.
So what do you think about some of the up-and-coming artists here in New Orleans? Or is there anyone on your radar that you think we should be on the lookout for? Any
Well,
proteges?
they got
or?
a lot of them, you know, and y'all, I think you already know Trombone Shorty.
Love Trombone Shorty.
You know, and his, I think it's his cousin or his nephew has the newest brass band in town. Matter of fact, every brass band in town has an Andrews in it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the most prolific music family in the city.
That's the glue that holds the bands together?
And it's basically this whole thing about passing this thing down from one generation to the next. You know, the Andrews family got it to, you know, the nth degree.
Okay.
You know, and there's also my son Omari Neville.
I was gonna say, I know there's another Neville coming.
And his thing is Oneville is his, because he was mixing hip hop and rock. And well, you know, funk is in there too, but the hip hop rock thing is where he's coming from.
What does he play?
Well, he's the front man and he plays drums and everything, but he's got a three-piece a power trio, a DJ and him and another guy in his crew, and they're doing, you know, another thing about it I love is that they don't care about the genre thing. You know,
it's unrestricted.
Feel good, yeah. You know, so.
And that's how music should be, free. You know, you should be able to express yourself, not have to label things. Right. I think that's the hardest part about musicians, having to fit in a box. So it's great that, you know, you guys are able to just be free and express yourselves here in New Orleans.
Well, like I saw him do things that, you know, were very surprising to me. He has like 4 mixtapes of songs that I asked, you know, was he selling? He said, no, all of this is giveaways. You know, he passing these CDs. I said, why? He said, because this is how you get in the game. It's a different
time.
And then the next thing I know, he was doing video. He got videos and everything online. So I'm very proud of that, and I'm hopeful that, you know, he'll get the shot.
And what's the name of the group? We need the name of the group.
Well, it's Oneville.
Oneville, okay.
Omari Neville is his name, but Oneville, and the name of the band is The Village.
Okay, great. Well, we'll be definitely looking out for him and his project, and definitely your album out again. Let us know the name of it.
The name of it is The Royal Gospel, Royal Southern Brotherhood.
All right. Well, Cyril, thank you so much for visiting us today at the Howlin' Wolf Den. And this is Grammy Pro, another edition here in New Orleans. And I'm DJ Moonbaby. Thank you so much for tuning in.